What the hell is going on? Why are we not a greater nation? Why? Because we hand over our government to old people with civil war mentality, old people with colonial mentality, old people that see that think that they are not good enough to handle their things by themselves, old people that are scared of white people, old people that are willing to lick the ass and the foot of white people over their own people. Yes, when your president is 90 years of age, the vice is getting is heading to 60 years. What? The Senate president is heading to 70 years. What kind of country is that?
All right, this is what I've been fighting for, what I've been waiting for a long time now. I saw hashtag End Bad Governance 2024, and it's not a joke. A nationwide protest is coming. This one is not about your religion. Forget that your religion. Christian, Muslim, everybody is coming out. This is not about your region. This is not about your area. This is not about your tribe. If you're Hausa, you are Yoruba, or anybody. Everybody is coming to fight against the same thing. This protest is organized by a lot of people in all the 36 states in Nigeria. And this is what I've been waiting for a long time. The last time we did protest in this country, something happened in Lekki. Our people were shot dead. This time around, I will suggest our security agencies to respect themselves, because it's not going to be like before. You people have shot us before. You people are not going to do it again. It's not going to be like that before. It's not going to be like that before. Me, I'm coming out. I they come.
Hi guys, welcome back to our channel. In case you're new here, my name is Maren
and I'm Maureen. So in today's video, we're going to be reacting to Nigerians' reaction on the Kenyan Gen Z protests. You know, so Nigerians are planning to have a shutdown, a total shutdown, and in this shutdown they want to protest against bad governance in Nigeria. This being inspired by the Kenyan Gen Z protests in Kenya.
And let me tell you guys, this is the time where you say it looks like Africa is waking up. Africa is waking up, right? And I feel like what happened in Kenya was so very important, because it showed the whole entire Africa that they too can rise up against bad governance and demand their government to give them what they're rightfully owed. Right. As they commonly say, the power is with the people, and Kenya demonstrated that. And it's not just Nigeria that this inspired, it's the whole of Africa. You see now people from Congo, they're coming out to speak. South Africans have really played a pivotal role into the Kenyan Gen Z protest, because a lot of freedom songs from South Africa were being used.
A lot of freedom songs from South Africa, they were being sung in Kenyan streets when they were fighting against the financial bill. And you guys, if you remember the Tuesday protest where Kenyans broke into parliament, a night prior to that day, all Kenyans on TikTok, Twitter, everywhere, they all agreed to go and sit down before the protest, watch Sarafina. If you guys have ever watched the movie called Sarafina, it's a South African film, you know. So we agreed to go sit down and watch that movie, and the day after we draw inspiration from our South African brothers and sisters, and that is exactly what gave the Kenyan youth so much power when they were going to march.
Right. Some were even seen, not just South African songs, but others were singing liberation reggae songs from Jamaica. And I feel like this is something very important, that to the black community was pulling everyone together. You know, because
and for me, it just proved that it doesn't matter where you are being black in, you know, whether it's Kenya, whether it's Africa, whether it's America, whether it's Caribbean, so many black people pulled together and stood behind Kenya.
Right. And one thing I have to leave you guys with before we play you this video is that when black people, you know, when Kenyans were marching to parliament, one thing they kept on saying, other than we are peaceful, one thing they kept on saying, Maureen, is that we are many. There's many of us. Meaning we are so many that if you decide to kill a few of us, what are you going to do with the rest of the remaining black people?
Exactly. Where are you going to take them?
Right. So in today's episode, let's just say we are going to be focusing on Nigerians. The President Tinubu, they don't feel like this man is doing anything for them. There's a man in this video who's going to be ranting so much, but
beyond his rants, what he says is important. So please just take a look at this video, and most importantly, listen to what they have to say, and then we come back and talk about it. But if you have not subscribed to our channel, please kindly remember to leave us your subscription, and also leave us a comment on what you think about this episode. So let's watch.
You can achieve anything you want. After the Kenyan government lost to the youth and cancelled all taxes, the youth in other African countries are trying to follow the path of the Kenyan youth. The youth in Zimbabwe are planning a nationwide protest in August. Tanzania, that recently bought electric trains, are also planning the same thing. Still, they said they don't like the way the government is ruling them. In Malawi, 2 weeks from now, they will also embark on a nationwide protest. Ghana, they said maybe September. Nigerians are also planning the same thing, and I'm pretty sure other African nations will join in. According to the youth in Zimbabwe, they said they have been ignored enough. They've sat down and they watch people make themselves rich after entering into national politics. The youth in Malawi says they are fighting against bad governance and selfish leaders. So yes, the youth of Kenya have shown the other African countries the way that if they demonstrate in unison, the government will do what the people like. So in Zimbabwe, Malawi, Tanzania, maybe Ghana, maybe Nigeria, maybe Sudan, they will surely rise up and protest.
Moving forward, whenever I meet a Kenyan on the road, I will greet them like this. Sir! If it's a woman, Madam! Respect the Gen Z population of Kenya. You guys reminded us of who you are. Just look at your flag, the shield. You are warriors. Thank you for showing us that when we come together as a unit, as one, we are able to accomplish anything.
As from today, Kenya is mine. It's my giant of Africa. If you ask me, who is the giant of Africa? I will say, Kenya people are the giant of Africa. I don't care what your dictionary is telling you. I don't care what your Google is telling you. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I'm a Nigerian, but right now, Kenya has won my heart. Yes, they have won it 100%. I support them. I salute them. They have done impossible. They have done something that everyone else is afraid to do. They have the heart of a lion. They are the real son of the soil. Yes, respect to them. Yes, yes. I like as they play like this. Now, at least now, the government of Kenya now, we know that, yes, the power really belongs to the people. Yes. Nigeria is over 250 million people, and the only 100 people when no reach 500, they drive Nigeria like moto. They drive us like moto. If the drivers go left, we go left. If the drivers go right, we go right. If the drivers go middle, we stay for middle. If they control us like remote, just few people. Can't see how Kenya people they do. Can't see how people wey want their country to move forward. See as they do. Tomorrow na Nigerians go run go Kenya, go they look for better life. Go they look for job. And that job go kill you. Na that better life go kill you. Deport them. Any Nigeria where you see for Kenya, deport them. As you deport them, beat them. Tell them, say, may they go fix their country. Because I think this is the only way Nigerians can fix their country. If other people stop to give us visa, if other people stop to welcome us in their country, then we will come back and fix our country for other people to come to our country. Yes, they no forbid us make other people that come Nigeria come look for better life. They no forbid us. We have everything it takes in Nigeria to be a greater nation. What the hell is going on? Why are we not a greater nation? Why? Because we hand over our government to old people with civil war mentality, old people with colonial mentality, old people that see that think that they are not good enough to handle their things by themselves, old people that are scared of white people, old people that are willing to lick the ass and the foot of white people over their own people. Yes, when your president is 90 years of age, the vice is getting is heading to 60 years. What? The Senate president is heading to 70 years. What kind of country is that? Country of old people with diabetes, old people with staggering strength. What kind of country is Nigeria? What the hell is Nigeria? Is that a country? A country where bandits and terrorists are going around killing people, destroying farms. We call that a country. country that you cannot even sleep with your 2 eyes closed. Yes. Nigeria is the giant of Africa. Kill you never become giant in your own state. Nah, Africa, you want go be giant kill you. My Kenyan people, you guys are the champion of the day. I love you guys. You guys are the heroes. I respect you guys a lot. Oh my God, I wish I can give you guys a hug. You guys have done the impossible. I'm so proud of you guys. Much love from Nigeria. I'm a Nigerian, but I dey like una way. Make I no lie, give myself. I dey like una way as una dey do things in one accord like this. I dey like am. Our own for Nigeria be say with the still play around tribe. This one is Igbo. This one a youth in his 20s. He's telling his fellow youth. This one is Igbo. This one is Hausa. Meanwhile, we dey face the same thing. Me and you they face the same thing. Hunger they kill me and you. No job, nothing. The only job in Nigeria right now is to be an internet influencer. That is the only job that is left for the youth of Nigeria to do. Make we dey talk truth. Yes, to be a comedian, to be a musician, to be a movie star. That is the only job that is left in Nigeria to do as a younger person. No other job again. No other job again. Otherwise, you want to be a Yahoo boy or a Runs girl. And you think with this step that we can meet up to the future. Una dey play, una just dey play, una just dey play with your life. Man, I'm so tired of Nigeria, bro. I'm so fucking tired. These people are not listening, bro. Until it gets late, everywhere in the world, every country is waking up, trying to grab whatever they can grab right now that is a little bit opportunity for them. We are, but Nigeria, we are still waiting. We are still looking for country where go fix themselves so that we can go there tomorrow and be looking for a better life. Better life, key or so. I beg my Kenyan people, I the support una they push and they go. I the support una. But make sure as una finish, make sure you guys get what you guys want, and then you guys put the right person to help una go to the promised land. No mind these old politicians.
After just few days of protesting, Kenya president don't finally submit. He does surrender to the people of Kenya.
Consequently, having reflected on the continuing conversation around the content of the Finance Bill 2024, and listening keenly to the people of Kenya, who have said loudly that they want nothing to do with this Finance Bill 2024, I concede, and therefore I will not sign the 2024 Finance Bill, and it shall subsequently be withdrawn, and I have agreed with these members that becomes our collective position.
Not be even youth now, not the Gen Z, young people, where they're born from, when you talk about Gen Z, they talk about from 1996 to 2012. Now they protest, the bill, Finance Bill where the president be one sign, they say no way, the president don't finally agree to them. And meanwhile for Nigeria, President Tinubu, he enter, he remove fuel subsidy. Everybody they suffer. He even say, I understand, una go need to suffer. Before you know it, the value of naira fall. Everybody they look and nobody fit talk. Look at the price of things. See situation. Ordinary minimum wage that they when labor say they want protest. It threatened them. Nobody fit talk again. And now una put her for there with the party's democracy. But make una look at Kenya. Just few days of protest. Small children, the youth now come and protest. Because they be one pass the finance bill for that Kenya. Nigerians, nobody, giant of Africa. See, we are not supposed to be giant of Africa just in words, but also in deed. See situation. See hunger, see starvation for Nigeria. No employment, nothing, people they suffer. Una they complain, but no action, nobody fit talk. Peaceful protest. You know how many people in Nigeria? I want to make una take that bold step. Come out in mass. Come demand from the government what you want. They go do one. Few individuals that they destroy that nation from a very eye, na open eye. Nobody fit stand up. But make una look at Kenya. You all need to learn from Kenya. Nigeria Jude. Look at Kenya Jude.
So guys, welcome back. Let us know what you think about this episode on the comment section. Now, Nigerians have organized a 10-day protest where they have said they're going to make sure their government listens to them, right? Yeah. And I'm quite happy because I want to see how this is happening. Now guys, they've been... there's a lot of TikTok users who've been saying that we are so many Africans in the continent for us to let a few bad leaders make bad decisions and drag us down with them. And they've been saying we have all the decrepit facts in the government, pardon my language, but we have all people in the government who are still having that colonial mentality and fear for the white man. Yeah, and what I've noticed is not just Kenyans alone, youths all over Africa are speaking one language. They all don't want this old thinking old people in the government because they've proven they can't change their old ways. You know, they want young people, young genuine people to enter the government and start ruling Africans for their benefits. People like Traore. And guys, let me tell you, people are really championing if should we get a one Africa and a borderless Africa like what is happening in America. People are saying let's get a young president, not the old, you know, in our government. People have been like, we want Traore to become president of Africa, and they're championing for Malema to become the Traore's vice president. And we are like, young people are like, that does not sound like such a bad idea, because so far what they've been doing is not working. And right now, if you look at Traore, he's the only African president who has successfully managed to keep that IMF, you know, out of his country. And how is he surviving? Because other African leaders are out there acting like it's not possible, like they can only survive with the loans that they get from these organizations, you know. And you know what is so bad is that these old African presidents, after they've enriched themselves and built their generational wealth, they leave all of us other Africans to be damned. Case and example, in Tanzania recently we've been hearing since 2022, they've been selling Maasai ancestral lands, you know, to Arabian royals, to the Emiratis, you know. And here in Kenya, we're already hearing talks of, you know, our national parks are very valuable treasure to our Kenyans, and hence they're protected areas, and the animals in those national parks belongs to Kenya. Well, the government, but the national should benefit from the national cake, right? And you know, Kenya as a country, one of our biggest revenues for the country is tourism, including those wild animals in those national parks. But there are talks on TikTok, we don't know if it's confirmed or not. It is alleged that the Kenyan government, it is alleged, of course, it's not verified. There's chatter going on that the national parks are going to be sold to Emiratis and other white-owned companies, guys, so that they can mine the minerals in this national park. And this talks of one national park has already been sold to Emiratis, and they've been exporting our wild animals together with the minerals to those countries. Okay, guys, so my question is, what kind of a leader, if these charters are true, what kind of a leader would decide to sit down and decide to sell a whole national park with its animals and its minerals? Because it's said that the Kenyan map
was drawn by the colonialists, and they know where the treasures are. And for the longest time, there's a reason why the national parks of Kenya have been protected, and hence there are a few, it is alleged, there are a few government officials who've been secretly mining these national parks, and that's why they are protecting those areas, because they don't want anybody to go in there and see what they've been doing. Of course, that is alleged.
Anyway, it's alleged, guys. We'll just leave it at that. Let us know what you think about this episode. But what I'm going to leave saying is that I'm loving the
spirit of Nigeria, Ghana, Zambia, Zimbabwe, Uganda still are living in fear, although there's been talks under the radar. That is how it starts. That is how a revolution starts, okay? So we won't even say that Ugandans aren't doing much. In my book, having the kind of leader they do have, they are doing what they can.
Right.
So
And
I'm proud of all these African countries, and I really stand behind them, because if this means that we are fighting for now so that Africa can become a giant in future, so that our children's children will come to enjoy the resources that, although not fully, we as Kenyans and as Africans have enjoyed since independence from colonialism, then I'm all for it.
Right. So let's just say right now it's a good time for Africa, because much as there's a lot of African countries that have leaders who oppress the Africans, the awareness is at least there. Now people know what their value is, and they're demanding for that. And let me tell you guys, there's nothing as scary for a politician as
not a politician, a corrupt politician,
having an angry crowd like what happened in Kenya outside your window or outside your house or outside your business.
They're coming to your state house kitchen to occupy it and eat your food.
Exactly. Those are people who are demanding their share, you know. So if there's a leader who watches this kind of video, I would just tell you, be on the right side of history, because even in Kenya,
at the end of the day, the citizens of Kenya are not the enemies. They are not the enemies of the government. So long as the government is accountable, the government does the right thing, and the government brings them the good deals that they themselves as Kenyans will benefit from, not bad deals that feel like we are being sold off as slaves
or robbing our present and future, you know. So guys, let us just leave it on there. If you have any opinion, let us know in the comment section. And guys, we always appreciate you tuning in into our episodes. And for those who have not subscribed,
remember to subscribe, and we'll see you on our next episode.